Are you doing what you need to do to get to where you want to be? Whether that's emotionally, physically, psychologically, financially, relationship wise. Are you doing the actions that are actually going to lead you to what the part of you that has goals and dreams and visions? Are you on that path? Now, many of us think we are, but what happens when we get caught in unhealed trauma? And yes, I talk about trauma a lot because that's what I do. That's where I want to help people get past, and unconscious patterns of thought. We think we're making progress when really we're like on a carousel, and we're on the same horse going around and around and around. And look for patterns in your life. Look, are you seeing the same things around you? And pay close attention, because the people, as you're going around on a carousel, they might come and go, and it might make you look or feel like you're getting somewhere, but really you're going around and around and around. And then sometimes we catch ourselves and we'll say, oh, I need to get off this path that I'm on, this horse that I'm on, and we will get up and we will move around the carousel, and we will get on another horse or elephant or camel or whatever it is that you envision yourself riding around on this carousel. And it's a different spot on the carousel, but we continue to go around and around and around in the same pattern. This is where awareness becomes so very important. Being aware of your thought system, your belief system, being aware of what's around you, being aware of the patterns that life is showing you over and over. And eventually you will get to the point where you will either continue to fool yourself that you are making forward momentum when you are just continuing to go around and around and around in a circle, even if you're on a different horse, or you will actually stop and say, okay, now is the time. Now is the moment. And I deserve to be in the place in my life that I want to be. I deserve the vision that I have for my future. I deserve the blessings that can come to me. Now, the same things can happen negatively. If you are in a constant state of shame or guilt or fear, you are going to continue to reinforce, oh, this is what I deserve. This is what I have coming to me based on my past actions, or based on how I'm currently living my life, or based on any number of things that we use to blame ourselves, to keep ourselves stuck. Now, a carousel ride can be a lot of fun. It can be really good. It can be a time to rest if you've been walking around a fairground. It can be entertaining. It can even be joyful. And this is where it comes. You see the people around you on the same carousel laughing and having a good time and joking around and experiencing something wonderful. And everything in life can be wonderful. But if you want to get somewhere other than the same circle going around and around and around, then you not only have to get off the horse that you're riding, you have to get off the ride. And that takes some effort. It takes some discipline. It takes some timing. Sometimes you need someone to reach out a hand and help you off. Sometimes unfortunately, sometimes we wait until life comes to what we see as a screeching halt before we're willing to get off the carousel, when really it's a process of decision and based on awareness. And like I said, sometimes reaching out for that hand to just help pull you off. And you don't even need to know necessarily what the next steps are, but you will continue to make the same ones over and over and over as long as you stay on the ride. So the temptation also comes in where we get on a similar ride, it just maybe in a different part of the park. And why that happens is we take ourselves with us wherever it is we go, whatever ride we're on, whatever mission we're on, whatever relationship we're in, we are always taking ourselves with us. So until the growth and the change and the healing comes from inside, you might even get on a different ride, and maybe it's a Ferris wheel, so it might feel very different, and you get the highs and then you'll get the lows. But in actuality, you're experiencing the same thing over and over again. So take some time to notice, to be aware, to know that fundamentally you deserve to have momentum that is carrying you into the future that you want to live. And sometimes that takes getting off the ride, which means changing your belief system, healing from the things that have happened to you into your past, primarily from radical self-forgiveness, where you wholly accept and love yourself. And then, like I've said before, that changes your relationship to everybody, because you cannot truly love yourself. You cannot truly stop blaming yourself for your circumstances by projecting that on someone else. It's the state of truly forgiving yourself, which means experiencing and knowing and tasting and smelling and living from the place of your self-worth. And we all have it. It is all inherent, even if we've been taught that it's not. It is, and that is the stepping stone that will help get you off the ride. That might be the little hand that reaches out and helps guide you to a different path. So watch when you catch yourself. And we do this sometimes, not only generally in life, but in specific circumstances. Maybe it's work, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's taking care of ourselves and not taking care of ourselves. There's lots of different ways and lots of different rides within the ride, let's say, that we experience. But you have the option, through awareness and through the power of choice and decision making, to change the destination that you're going to reach. And if you stay on the ride, whatever your destination is, unless you are happy just being in this constant feedback back loop of the same thing over and over and over, sometimes that makes you feel very self-righteous. See, I am hurt again. Someone hurts me again. I must not be lovable. It reinforces that same belief system. Or see how the world is cruel, and there's the haves and the have-nots, and there's the people who are born lucky, and then there's those of us who are born to struggle. These are all belief systems that filter your perception and keep you stuck in the same place. So awareness, a willingness to change your patterns of thought, your patterns of belief, accepting a helping hand from someone when you need it, and an idea of what you want your destination to be. These are all very essential things to help get you off the carousel ride or the Ferris wheel ride, wherever it is that you're emotionally stuck or mentally stuck or spiritually stuck, and actually have the opportunity to move forward. Now, our subconscious is often that little steel bar they put across you on a Ferris wheel to keep you in your place, to keep you in your seat. But you have the power to change your subconscious beliefs. And I want you to understand that you have the power to change your subconscious beliefs. And when you do, and replace those with positive, meaningful, thought out beliefs that can always be adjusted again and again. Life is a process of thoughts, experiences, outcomes, reevaluation, and moving forward. We do not need to lock ourselves into any particular belief system at any time. Otherwise, we're just using another one of the same patterns the subconscious use to be that little metal bar that keeps you on the same Ferris wheel. But the power is in your hands. The power is in your mind. The power is in your heart. And reach out to someone or start doing things that actively reprogram your subconscious. And we're going to do a video on several of those things. A lot of the tools that I use in my practice are designed for really speedy, sharp, crisp changes to belief systems. But there are lots of ways, and we'll do a video explaining all of those. Okay, I love you all. Enjoy the ride if that's where you want to be right now, but just know you don't have to stay on it. And don't just settle for changing horses or changing spots on the Ferris wheel to a different car. Know what you deserve. And sometimes that is the hardest belief system to change, because we have been programmed that we get what we deserve. But the thing is, that happens in reverse. What we believe we deserve, we get. And that is where your power lies again. Love you all. Bye-bye.